On the western coast of India, in modern-day Gujarat, where the Arabian Sea stretches endlessly towards the horizon, lies an ancient land known as Prabhas Kshetra. Prabhas meaning extremely illuminated. This area is also called the Bhaskara Kshetra. This land is one of the holiest sites in the Indian subcontinent. It is an area where rivers meet the sea and history refuses to be submerged under the waters of the Arabian Sea. It is a land which has shown resilience beyond imagination and has survived to this day against all odds and tribulations. This land along the western coast, called the Prabhas Kshetra, houses some of the important historical sites of the subcontinent dating back to the Mahabharata times. It has the Sri Dehutsarga Tirtha, a place where Lord Krishna and Balarama left their mortal bodies. The Banaganga area, the Triveni Sangam Ghat, and the Sri Somnath temple. It also has the Prabhas Patan area. There is a story in the Puranas which says that the sun shone brightly on the Prabhas area. The light was so much that even his wife Chaya could not get close to him. Hence, the sun god Surya gave some of his light to the 12 Surya temples in the Prabhas Kshetra and kept the rest with him. The Puranas and the Vedas indicate that many gods and sages have visited this place like Prahalada, Sri Rama, Ravana, Dhruva, the Pandavas, Krishna and Balarama. It is also the confluence of the three rivers Kapila, Hiran and Saraswathi at the Arabian Sea. On the shores of the Arabian Sea, about 1 kilometer from the Somnath temple, is located two Swayambhu Shivalings which can be seen on low tides. This area is called as Banaganga. There are several stories attached to this area, one being that Arjuna shot an arrow or bana into the earth and fresh water sprang from the earth. The other story is that the hunter Jara worshipped Lord Shiva in this area. This place is a must visit for people visiting Somnath.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Namah Shivaya.
A short distance from the sacred Somnath temple lies one of the most spiritually powerful confluences in Western India, the Triveni Sangam at Somnath. Here, three rivers are said to meet: the Hiran, the Kapila, and the mystical Saraswathi. This is not just a meeting of rivers, it is the meeting of worlds, the physical, the spiritual, and the ancestral. As we walk along the ghats, you can see a series of mantaps and platforms. Each of the structure is simple but very purposefully made. Each mantap is given a name like Athira, Angira, Vashishta, and Marichi. Viewers are advised to read about these sages to gain further knowledge about our ancient history. Priests conduct rites and ceremonies within these mantaps. These mantaps offer shade and dedicated space for performing Pindadan and Tarpans. The custom of Pindadan dates back to the time when the Vedas were written. The Pindadan is performed after the death of a person. The word Pind means a body. The word Daan means charity or giving. Hence, Pindadan means giving a body to the deceased. It is normally performed by the son or any other person from the family. When a person dies, the soul leaves the body. To end the relationship between the soul and the body is consigned to flames where it is converted to ashes. These ashes are then consigned to a holy river like the Ganga. The soul now awaits a new body. The body is symbolically given to the deceased through Pindadan. It takes 10 days of Pindadan to create the body. On the 11th and 12th day, food is offered as Shraddh and it is consumed. It is believed on the 13th day, the messengers of Yama take the soul to Yamaloka. Symbolically, a pind is a round ball made of a mixture of wheat and rice flour with some sesame seeds mixed along with some milk and honey. 7 balls are made out of 100 grams of flour. Of these, one is offered to the deceased and the rest to the others as desired. At places like the Triveni Sangam, this ritual is believed to carry immense spiritual power, because here the rivers are not just waters but a bridge between the worlds. There are a few temples dedicated to Lord Shiva and Vishnu along the Ghat. Let us enjoy this spiritual sight and pray for the well-being of the world. As I walked along the ghats, my thoughts were interrupted by an unexpected sight. A flock of seagulls circling, gliding, and creating quite a noise. These are migratory birds and they travel thousands of kilometers from regions as far as Central Asia, Siberia, and inland Eurasia, arriving here during the winter months, typically between October and March. They follow ancient migratory paths to finally rest on the western coastline of India. And when the season changes, they leave again, returning north from where they came. For a brief period, they become part of this sacred landscape. They have been doing this for thousands of years. As I walked along, I noticed that tourists were feeding the gulls and taking photographs with them by enticing them with food. The psychiatrist in me awoke, and a thought emerged. Are we changing the behavior patterns of the birds by feeding it, and thereby making them dependent on us? Or does it not matter? Viewers are welcome to write their views in the message section in the video. As I walked away from the confluence of the rivers, I thought life, death, and history flowed here. It was a place where the rivers met, the gulls arrived and left, and generations came here to see, experience, and live in peace. I like to end it with a phrase. At the Triveni Sangam, rivers meet, birds migrate, and souls are remembered in a timeless cycle of arrival and departure. Excavations at the Prabhas Patan near the modern Somnath temple have revealed a rich history spanning from the early Chalcolithic period to the early historic and medieval periods. The site is crucial for understanding the transition from pre-Harappan to Harappan and to post-Harappan cultures in the Saurashtra area. Unique ceramic articles, structures, and tools have been found during excavation. Some of the findings of the excavation done by M.K. Davalikar and Z.D. Ansari is presented in the next few slides. For those interested, you can pause the video and read through the details and view the artifacts found more closely.